Are you ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Roundtable. My name is Robert Bannon, and happy Pride, you all. It's our first Pride edition of the Roundtable, and I'm so excited to be here with you all. It's a joy and an honor to be here with you another year, our third year of Pride programming on the Roundtable for June, with my number one Pride guest request for our 108 Thursdays together, Wilson Cruz. He's here. He was wonderful. He's very inspiring, and he's going to blow your mind with what he has to say. So stick around for a very special conversation with Wilson Cruz. Hi, everyone. I hope you're doing great and wonderful and well. June has sprung. Spring is here. It was hot this week in New Jersey, and I am looking forward to spending the next hour with you all. Thank you for being here. It's so great to see you all. Hi, everybody. Oh, you're here. You're here. Look, everybody. In the pre-show today, I got this shirt with my Darius. Happy Pride, babe. And we were in the pre-show with Kaz, who is his friend. And I was saying to Kaz, when is your set at Motor City Pride, which is this weekend? And he said at 7:15. And then I said, I'm going to make Darius dance. And he said, just 2 shots of vodka and she will twirl. We laughed. We had so much fun. Yes, twirl, baby, twirl. Let the children dance. Well, I'll be sober. I'll be twirling away with you all. It's so good to be here with you and watch Wilson Cruz talk about Darius for sure. Speaking of Darius, did you see this? Did you see this chat? Pride and Christian singers, and how about this? Smokey, I get married next year, and my in-laws are Salvation Army pastors in Detroit. And as you can see, I'm an Irish Italian Catholic boy from New Jersey. Do you have advice? I'm in trouble, aren't I? I'm in trouble, Smokey.
No, you just get ready to roll up your sleeves and join in the work. Because trust and know, they're going to have a heart to serve. And if you're not a servant-hearted person, you will be after this.
Well, how funny is that? Our chat with Smokey Norfolk is out tomorrow. His album is out tomorrow. Smokey is going to be here tomorrow. So I'm excited for you all to see that. Yes, Donna Marie. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Yes. I'm married spud. My mom wishes love to me and the Mans and the Roundtablers. Look at her knowing the Roundtablers. Happy Pride. So much fun. That interview is out. That chat is out tomorrow. And then next week on Friday, Layla Hathaway will be out, as well as our regular normally scheduled show. So super exciting, super great stuff on the way. So don't miss a minute or a moment. What are we going to do? Oh, here we go. It's time for, what are we doing? Weekend review. Where's my button? So this week in our weekend review, yes, lattes. Come on, lattes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So my weekend review this week is, next week's is going to be a doozy. Next week's show, by the way, so you don't get nervous, is going to be taped because I am doing a show in Florida and I won't be there. Monday I have band rehearsal. Tuesday I'm in Florida. Wednesday I'm in Florida. Thursday I'm in Florida and I come home and my show's on Friday. So there's no day next week to do the show. So I'm going to tape the show and it will air at 7:00 on Thursday. And I will do the Instagram live pre-show backstage at the Hard Rock in Tampa. But the show will not be live like this. But Desmond Child will be here, who wrote hits for Aerosmith and John Bon Jovi and Cher, and has a documentary about how he fostered kids with his husband and had a lot of fighting had to be done for him to keep his kids. So it's a really great hour. And then the week after that, we will have a full catch up with Motor City Pride, with Big Gay Italian Wedding in Florida, before my Big Gay Italian Wedding to Darius, and then also my show. So we'll have lots of updates to everybody here. Hi, David. How you doing, my friend? Thanks, David. Thanks, Christine. Hello, yes, our big night is 1 week and 1 day away. We'll tell you all about it when we do the shameless plug because the Robert's live and back on the stage, y'all. Oh Lord and Jesus help me. So this week, what did we do? It was a quiet week, very, very quiet. Nothing too crazy. I went to the gym a lot. I wore my lion shirt to the gym a lot. New Jersey Performing Arts Center put me on their mailer, and it was delivered to all the schools in the town I work in. That's funny. And it was a very chill week. You know, it's quiet before the storm. I've been rehearsing. I've been studying lines. I've been planning my trip to Detroit. I've been looking for work. I've been driving everyone crazy with all these things coming up. And it was a good, quiet week. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Nothing too scandalous to report, I promise. But I do have a shameless plug to tell you about.
Because I'm shameless.
Oh, the people are coming in. Hi. Yes, come on in. Let me tell you. So we have a very exciting show for you and month for you here on the Roundtable. Yes, we are going to have Wilson Cruz today. Joel Kim Booster is going to be here. Countess Luann is going to be here. I will be in Florida, and I will be doing my show a week from tomorrow. Right in 54 Below with incredible guests like Natalie Joy Johnson of Lampica, Mauricio Martinez of Get On Your Feet, and the Hot Mess Express that is Robbie Roselle and me. And you can get the last few tickets. There are very few tickets left. I talked to them today, and we are almost at 100 people. So you could get a virtual ticket if you're not going to be there, or get your last few tickets at 54below.org. We rehearsed with the background singers, and they're new, like I was saying in the pre-show, and the background singers said that this show should be licensed. It should be in Fire Island. It should be in P-Town. I was so honored because the background rehearsal is the scariest rehearsal for me because I don't want them to feel overwhelmed. I don't want them to think it's too hard or messy. I don't do rehearsing a lot. So I don't want them to feel like I want them to have what they need. And they were game, and they're fun, and they're going to sing with me, and it's going to be a blast. So if you get your tickets, 54below.org is where you got to get them. And come on down. Find someone who respects my mother. Find someone unlike any other. Find a man who loves me just for me. I went and found someone. He is like my dad. Who loves me just for me. We'll be doing that song too. It's the reason I met him. Isn't he the sweetest? Hi, Fran. Hi. Thanks for being here. We're excited. Look, Mom has an extra ticket. I'm just saying. You should come to the show. You know? Yes. When they told me we sold some tickets, Christine, you could ask anyone. I stress about tickets. I stress about everything. Yeah. No. I said it in an interview today. They sing their teeth out or they sing their face off. Those are my two phrases. You know a phrase I retired? In real life, I'm a 5th grade teacher. That used to make him laugh. That was a fave. Darius's nephew went to prom tonight, so I can't wait. I hope there's pictures. I hope there's some pictures I can see. I'm excited to see the Detroit fam tomorrow. I said to my dad, I'm so nervous. And he was like, about going to Detroit? And I was like, no, the future. Like, I'm excited. I want everything to go perfect. I want everything to be settled. I'm just so excited about everything. There's so much life going on. It's so exciting. And I'm so excited. And I'm so grateful for this community who rallies with me. You all make me so happy and celebrate with me. And I send that back to you. Yes. Thank you, lattes. Yes. Come on, roundtablers. So we're going to have a good old show. So I hope you join me. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be very special to me. So, and it is not a goodbye show, and it is not a farewell show. I was with Matt Gould, who wrote Lampica yesterday, and Matt said, book the next show. It's never a goodbye. Book the next show. So that's the plan. We're going to keep booking the shows and keep on singing. My teeth out. Sing their teeth out. He sings his teeth out. So the next Am I too much? Am I too much? I know we're going. I get very excited. The next event that we do, we are going to have a very special Darius make him sing. No, Tim, I'm not going. Well, I'll be singing here in New York forever. Don't you worry, friend. Don't you worry. So before we bring Wilson Cruz out and we talk about New Jersey Pride, here is our hey friend. Hey, oh no. Maybe it's this one. Let's go to this one.
You get a car! You get a car! You get a car! You get a car!
So we have a very good friend, publicist to the show called Scott Appel, and he gives us some clients. And shout out to Scott. We did some interviews for his clients today. And we have another really special publicist called Paul Christensen, who has PAL PR. He represents people like Nina West, and he does events in the city. And the other day he asked me for my address. I love how he put my address, and he puts that I'm a Broadway World reporter, which we are on Broadway World, but it still makes me laugh. Oh, we're going to make Darius Wheeler sing. He's going to sing. Maybe in our studio, maybe only for me. He sings. He's got range. No, I'm kidding. So there's something called Willie's Candy Spectacular, and he mailed me this PR box to promote it. And I figured we would open it together, and it's appropriate. That's it. You know, Christine, enjoy every moment and take it step by step. Things are going to be just the way they are meant to be for you. They already are. They already have been. Amen. Thank you for that. So what is Willie? So they wrote a musical. The door's been opened. See, the people, they want to hear you. So this is a musical that's going to be made with John Stamos. So here we go. Let's open it up together. I love free stuff. My grandmother who's watching says it tastes better when it's free. Hold on. Look, I have tools. This, everyone, is called a screwdriver. So I'm going to have to learn how to use one when I get married because we are very handy people. Hold on. He is. Oh, I have a golden ticket. You are invited. Join us on YouTube for an exclusive taste of Willie's Candy Spectacular, a musical parody as we unveil our songs. And it's a country time lemonade in 2 jelly beans. Is that it? I'm bringing this to Detroit. All right. Well, can't win them all, folks. Make them hear you. Make them hear you. That's a good Timothy with the come on theater reference. All right. Well, my favorite part of this is that there's 2 jelly beans. I don't think there's a hidden and a country time. Y'all, this costs more to mail this. Yeah, I'm the singer. He's just a good singer. I know I'm lucky I get to hear it. So, all right. How much they pay to mail this? I don't know. But thank you for this. There must be more to this. More. Okay. Maybe they forgot the rest. I got the chance to go be part of Garden State Equality's ball the other day, and it was very fun. And oh yes, it is red and blue from the Matrix. What color would you take? Oh, we are so lucky to be taking this ride together. Yes, we are. or a meaning, I mean not tangible things. I'm not eating this. Parody. Yes, it is parody, and it's good, and it's funny. I get it. I know. Their marketing rep got fired. I love it. It is. I want to be Keanu Reeves. He takes the red pill. They put that thing in his head. Oh, this has been a trip. Well, New Jersey Equality is the New Jersey's largest LGBT activist group, and they had their equality ball, and they invited us for the first time. And I thought that you would want to. Yeah, I'm so grateful that they sent it to me. Thank you all so much. And I did get the article up on Broadway World for them, so I appreciate the love, and we all work in this together. So I had the chance to see the governor of New Jersey and Cory Booker and a couple of and Dominique Jackson from Pose. Take a peek at this, and then I promise you Wilson Cruz is around the corner. Take a listen. To the Equality Ball. Hello and happy Pride, everybody. It's the Roundtable. Look, we're not coming to you from New York City. We are coming to you from Asbury Park, New Jersey. Welcome to the Jersey Shore, Broadway World and Broadway Podcast Network. I'm happy to be home. You know, I am a proud Jersey boy. I am proud. You know, I was even on the gay LGBT New Jersey power list. Come on, New Jersey. Taylor ham for everyone. Well, I'm excited to be here tonight because my friends at Garden State Equality have been very good to me. Shout out to Christian, shout out to Winslow, shout out to everybody who is a part of the organization. Also the New Jersey Pride Chamber of Commerce, shout out to Gus. New Jersey is a proud state to support the LGBT queer community, and we're in the mecca of the queer community, which is Asbury Park, New Jersey. You don't know what you've missed. Fire Island, my something. You don't understand. People, Jersey's where it's at. So we're going to talk to politicians. We're going to talk to the stars that are here, and we're going to celebrate this beautiful, diverse state that is my home state of New Jersey. No matter where I live, no matter where I go, I am a Jersey person through and through, and we're going to be celebrating right here tonight. Make sure you support the New Jersey, the Equality Ball, but also make sure you support this entire organization because they've been so good to so many people. They fight for laws. I know I'm going on and on, but can you tell I'm a little passionate? Can you tell I'm pride ready? They've been going on and on to pass laws. New Jersey is a state where the governor passed a law that businesses can be distinguished, just like women's business, minority businesses can be queer-owned businesses. It's also a safe haven for the queer community and trans community. And that all comes from the governor and the team and staff here. And that all comes from the people who go into the governor's office and force him to sign bills to protect us. And that's what these organizations do. So I'm excited. A's in a dress, I have a jacket on, and we're ready to party. It's Pride, y'all, here in New Jersey. We're here with the governor and first lady of New Jersey. As a proud New Jerseyan, I want to say thank you for the work you do for this queer community and all the work you've done in office.
It's our honor, and Garden State Equality has been an extraordinary partner every single step of the way, and we have more work to do. It's a dangerous world out there.
What are we going to do? We're going to miss you.
Well, we're not going anywhere.
Oh, that's right.
We'll be around.
I'm ready to vote for the next term. Why this organization? Why have you taken the courage against detractors, against people? You have stood for the queer community and the LGBTQ community from the day one.
Never occurred to us to do otherwise. The detractors be damned.
Amen.
Garden State Equality is on the right side of history, and we stand shoulder to shoulder with this organization and its members with great pride and determination.
Well, I'm so proud to be a New Jersey, and I'm so proud to be a part of this community, and I thank you both so much. It's an honor.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, then we're here with
Are you really Broadway World?
We're Broadway World.
I love Broadway.
We love Senator Booker.
Thank you.
I told your people when I was a student at William Patterson, we were mandatory watching to watch Street Fight as a poli-sci major.
Wow.
And I remember writing you a letter and you sending a letter back. You have been an advocate for the people of New Jersey from day one. Thank you.
No, I'm so encouraged by you. And thank you for being here at really a historic event.
Well, as a proud out New Jerseyan, I want to say thank you. You've made this from Newark to the state to the Washington D.C. to this country. Why is this important?
Look, we are a nation that has these vaunted principles and ideals, and the story of America is our marching towards realization of them for everybody, but we're not there yet. And I am here today because of James Baldwin, because of Bayard Rustin, because of these extraordinary, courageous LGBTQ leaders who understood intersectionality. I cannot be free, I cannot be equal, I cannot have a firm dignity unless we all do, and that's something we all need to know, and I believe that organizations like this are casting so much light into the world, and I'm just blessed to have been a part of it.
Well, we adore you.
Thank
We're
you.
ready.
Thank you.
This is Senator Booker, you all. Thank you so much.
I want to hug you.
I want to hug you. Thank you so much for everything. I teach at New Jersey Performing Arts Center. Newark is where it's at.
Thank you.
Newark is where it's at. Turn the city around.
Yes.
Dominique Jackson, you are so stunning.
Oh my gosh, well thank you.
This mother is here, y'all, in New Jersey.
Well, of course, New Jersey is a place that I may not live, but I love.
That's okay. I know. We're like the uncool New York relative.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. No.
Your work on stage and screen, but what you do in this community does not go unnoticed. So thank you for what you do. You put your money where your mouth is.
But you know what? It's all of us. It's all of those people. And if you have the opportunity to have as much visibility as I do, you have to have it for purpose. You know, and for what you guys are doing, you are showing up, you're standing out, you're doing media, we're having this marvelous event, we're honoring people, we're letting people in our community know that they matter and they are truly amazing. So of course I want to be a part of that.
Yes. So when I see you, I think, please don't cut me up and put me in a trunk and lock me in your closet. That was one of the most riveting scenes of.
Well, you know what? I am so happy that you get scared from that, because that lets me know that I did my job.
You did your job.
Because I had to really reach far to find that woman, but she was so empowering. And I think that a lot of women, actually a lot of people in our community, can look to Electra for that strength, because we're coming from so much trauma, so much hatred with all the stuff going on in the world. You know, you're waking up every day to such chaos. You know, you need some strength. You need that person that's going to sip some wine and read a bitch to filth and put them in their places.
You better read a bitch to filth. I'll be in any house you're in. I'm there with you. It's an honor to see you. Thank you for coming to Jersey. Thank you for Happy Pride.
Oh, Happy Pride to you also. Happy Pride to everyone.
Pride.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. Thank you.
You're
An
welcome,
honor.
love.
So y'all, this is a New Jersey. This is a tri-state, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is a legend.
Oh, God.
This is a, I don't know, 8.5 billion followers on the TikTok. Kairos.
Hi, I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so happy to see you and to be here.
Yeah, if you could thank my friend Mark here
Hi,
for
Mark.
inviting me.
Hi, yeah. We got some tickets through my work.
What do you do, Mark?
I work in corporate giving with NJM Insurance Group.
He's where the money is.
We need money.
Where the money
Because
is.
there's no money in doing this.
You get paid millions of dollars for this?
No.
Oh, then I'm out. I'll see you. Good night.
No. How are you?
I'm doing well.
How has your past few years been since the pandemic? A rocket ship.
Busy. It's been crazy, but it's been a blessing, and I'm really happy to be among friends and to be in this amazing event. It's fantastic.
Have you heard him sing?
He was so we did Avenue Q together.
I've been in shows with Kairos.
We've done shows together, just like you were my Roger. This was my Rod.
I was Rod, he was
Yes,
Nikki.
Yes.
And then you became a big celebrity.
I don't know about all of that. I don't know about that. No.
I met somebody at an event, and they told me they had a podcast about the Gilmore Girls.
Oh
and
my
I
God.
said, no, you're not the forefront of the Gilmore Girls. My friend Kairos is at the forefront of the Gilmore Girls.
That's which is crazy because I'm a 36-year-old black man.
But,
I'm not the demographic. I am not the
He's
demographic.
only 36. But you know what you do that inspires me? And here in Pride and the Equality Ball and for Garden State Equality, you've been very honest. You talk about mental health. You
Yes.
talk about anxiety. And that's such a prevalent thing in any community.
Yeah.
Why do you get the courage to talk about it?
Because I want to be able to speak for all of the young, especially the young black men in this country that really don't have a voice. There's not too many African American content creators out there talking about mental health. So to have the opportunity to do so, it's an honor that I will happily. It's a responsibility I will happily take on. So, yeah.
Such a start.
Oh
And
my
you,
God.
give us all the money. Insure us.
Insure us, please.
Yes, if I had the authority to do that, I would. I do not. But I love him, and now I love you, even though I don't know you. But
now we're besties.
Now we're best
now we're
friends.
besties.
We're going to party away tonight.
yes,
Gus Aranda is the executive director of the New Jersey Pride Chamber of Commerce. See, I got that right.
You did. You got it right.
I know you, Gus, for like 25 years.
Yes, and wow, yeah, it's been that long.
How many businesses are a member of the chamber?
I started and there was 85. Now there's 350.
Yes. fantastic.
What's going on over here?
We're a little World Broadway Podcast Network interview talking about Pride. Will you say hey? Yeah, it has started. Can we talk about the legendary Harmonica Sunbeam? You are legendary.
In my zip code, yes.
No, you know how I know you? I know you because I used to watch Wendy Williams listen on 107.5, and I used to hear, I am the legendary Harmonica Sunbeam. I go back. Those are my receipts.
Those are good receipts to have, yes.
You're getting an award here tonight.
I sure am. A Lifetime Achievement Award.
Damn right. About time.
At 25.
That's right. This past year has been crazy for the drag queer community, and you stand at the forefront of reading and being somebody who's with the community and getting the word out. How do you feel? What can you say about what this year has been like?
Well, listen, I'm doing the work that needs to be done.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And we can't allow a few haters to scare us not into continuing the work. We know that we're making a big difference for somebody. If not for everybody, at least we're making it for somebody, and that's what counts, you know?
And you put your money where your mouth is. Like you are out here in these streets. There's not an event where you're not out, and I know that you do it for free. You do it to support. You have a staple in this community.
Yes, and my motto is have taser, will travel.
Hey, the best. You're the best. It's an honor to talk to you. You're so gorgeous.
You can edit that out of
No. We had a lot of fun. Can you tell? So Harmonica Sunbeam is the Philadelphia, New Jersey, and part of New York's Drag Queen Story Hour spokesperson. Does Story Hour. Yeah, because Harmonica Sunbeam is going to come and do something to your kids at the library. Ridiculous. And Kyrus Westcott, who does a podcast on Gilmore Girls and does social media, got 1 million followers on TikTok. Me and him did Rent together. I was Roger, and he was Collins, and he's such a special person. And then, yes, Senator Booker. I see your comments, Tim. Tim is like, come on, is he single? The phone. I still have I loved being there. I was very grateful to be there. Yes, they had a nice backdrop and it was a nice Pride event. Tim says, happy Taylor Ham forever. Darius says, back to the box. This is going to live in infamy. Hold on. The Matrix is the jelly beans. The ticket is Willy Wonka. And what is the lemonade? I don't know. Is it sugar-free? 70 calories. 17 grams of sugar. Oh, not during Pride. Not in wedding season. When we started this show, the first year I decided to do Pride programming, obviously, we had a really great lineup, and I was very proud of our lineup. And Wilson Cruz was the #1 person I wanted to have on the show because he did a documentary about how the media has shown Pride through the years and queer lives on television and in film. And Wilson was unavailable. And then the next year, we had a great lineup: David Archuleta and Nina West, and we've had Rufus Wainwright and all these, Angelica Ross and Kaylin Allen and all these people that I love. And Wilson Cruz was not available. And then we saw him at Tribeca Film Festival on a fluke, me and Adrian. And this year, Wilson Cruz was available. So patience and having patience and being persistent works. Just sometimes it takes a moment. Wilson Cruz makes his Roundtable debut. Such an inspiration to us all. Everybody, let's celebrate Pride. Here we go. Well, you know, here on the Roundtable, we love celebrating Pride. And through the years that we've done the show for the past 3 years on Broadway World, on the Broadway Podcast Network, our dream guest, my husband's dream guest, really, because he goes back to Noah's Ark with Wilson Cruz, is to have Wilson Cruz here. And I am so honored and excited that we're going to kick off this month with somebody who has been such an inspiration to me and this entire community. We are so proud and excited to be here with someone who blazed the trail that we all get to stand on his shoulders. Wilson Cruz, welcome to the Roundtable.
Thank you so much. That was very sweet, very generous. I appreciate that.
That is the truth. Congratulations. You have the #1 movie on Netflix right now.
I do. Thank you. You got me. You got me even before I got on camera. So sorry. Thank you.
Oh no, please. I last year I was at Tribeca Film Festival, and you were there to see a film. And my cousin Adrian runs camera, and she ran across the street in New York City to get me. because she goes back to My So-Called Life. We all grew up watching Wilson Cruz, and we are just so excited to be here. And I said to you when I was in Valley Village, I one day saw Wilson Cruz driving around, convertible top down, music blasting. I want to be Wilson Cruz. You are just lit. Come on, Wilson Cruz.
It must have been a sunny day in LA, unlike the one we have here in New York today. But yes, I remember that. That was very funny. Yes.
When you look back now, we're in Pride. It's 2024. We another year where there's attacks on this community. Another year where there's unification and more visibility and more examples of the community out there in the world. But we're still in this fight. We're still fighting. So what's it feel like this year?
It feels like I have to sit and think about how that feels, because I've been so immersed in it that to take a moment, let me focus this, to take a moment and actually think about how it feels. It feels like, whenever there's any progress, there's always a backlash. And that doesn't mean that it's the end of progress. It means that it's a lull in progress. It's a pause. And it is usually followed by more progress. But when you're in it, when you're in the thick of that backlash, it hurts and it's painful. And it's hard to remember that you need to reach out and stay within community and gain strength from that community and from the love that lives and resides there, to also remember and go back to our history and remember that these backlashes have happened in the past and we have overcome them and seen even more progress after them. So, it feels hard right now for a lot of people, especially our young people who are trans and non-binary, and their parents and their teachers who love them. And all of the people who understand how painful the language that's being used, the laws that are attempted to be passed around this country, the limitations on their joy that people are trying to put on them. And so our job really as adults and as elders maybe in this community is to hold them close, to protect them, to remind them how much love exists in the world for them, to guard them, to guard their little hearts, and let them know that things are going to be okay eventually. And I believe that. I really do believe that. But it takes a lot of work, and it takes organizations like GLSEN. It takes organizations like the Trevor Project and Ali Forney and transgender organizations across this country. So anyway, it's just thank God that we have that kind of infrastructure, right? You can think back not too long ago, over 50 years ago, when before that kind of infrastructure existed in our community, right? Before we had centers, before we had the task force, before we had Glaad and the Human Rights Campaign, where people were just out there on their own. And now we have these great organizations that we can go to and rely on and who fight for us. So in many ways, things are better, right? We have to remember that.
Well, I teach fifth grade. I'm an out fifth grade school teacher in Jersey. And I always am asking people such as yourself, who I've looked up to and have been at the forefront of fighting for rights. I have students who come to me that are trans and students who come to me who want to come out, and their parents don't understand. Researching about your journey to coming out, we look at it now. We see the TV shows and the movies and all of that, but your coming out process was not easy. You went through what a lot of people have gone through. If it's homelessness, if it's looking for jobs, if it's living in a car, it's still like that for people in 2024.
It is, especially when you leave, metropolitan areas, and that's very real. It's why there's so much fundraising for our centers, for instance, that really work locally in communities that we have to support. It's why it's so important to educate educators and parents so that we can, stop some of that pain from happening even before it starts.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely, there are young people who are still running away from home. I'm working on I'm executive producing a documentary about LGBTQ youth and religion. The first season takes place in Utah in the Mormon religion. And when I watched the footage, especially the first time I watched it, it was shocking in a way that they were having similar conversations than the ones that I was having just 30 years ago. And so, yes, I talk about progress, but the job of being a young person in this community is still very similar, right? They're still discovering themselves. There's still anger. There's still the want and desire for your family to understand and love you and to know that. The frustration of having to educate your own parents. The frustration of having to go to school and deal with bullies, wanting to hold your boyfriend or girlfriend's or partner's hand. All of that is still real. I talk about my so-called life and, it took place 30 years ago this year, but you put phones in their hands, you change the clothes a little bit and the music, and they can say the exact same things, and it's still, because being a teenager is being a teenager, right? And being a queer teenager is just still being a queer teenager. And those feelings are universal and real. But it's still hard. And we have to remember that as adults, right? That there are still young people out there who are on that journey of self-discovery and all of the awkwardness and pain and, joy as well that comes with it.
Well, you talk about I can't say it better. That's what Wilson Cruz can say. Oh, this is it. Knows what what you're talking about. A journey. We did a little deep dive. I dug up some of my favorite moments. People want to. Of course, we have to talk about My So-Called Life, which was so trailblazing. And if you want to know more about that journey, your documentary called Visible, out on television, was so well done and in depth, because I thought it was going to be, all right, My So-Called Life on the 80s, the 90s, 2000. You went back. You really told the history of the medium and the art form.
Yeah, I mean, we really went back to the beginning of TV, right? And the first time gay people were even mentioned on television was during the Army McCarthy hearings. And people don't realize that, because there's so much about the Red Scare, but the Lavender Scare was a huge part of that. And that's part of our history. The shame that they tried to use in order to keep us in those closets. And we took it all the way up to at the time, the current day, which was 2017. But, and how we used media to tell our story so that people could understand us, how media was used against us at times. The power of that medium to get people to understand the responsibility that comes with making television, good and bad.
It was so good. It's such a good fun. Watch it, stream it. That's why when you're working on a new documentary about the queer community and religion, you all better get ready, buckle up, because knows how to tell a story. Noah's Ark, my Darius, who, thanks to people like you and the visibility and the work and support, we get to be married next year. We're engaged. Like, come on, interracial gay marriage. Noah's Ark was the first time that many people of color, especially in the queer community, got to see any reflection of themselves, and then also talk about the HIV/AIDS pandemic of the time. How important in history is that? That show's pretty ahead of its time.
Oh, it was revolutionary when you think about it. I mean, I'll tell you how revolutionary it was. When the show was on, obviously it was on Logo, and it was showed here in the States, but it made its way to Africa. It was that huge of a moment for men of color, especially Black men, to see men loving men that it made its way, like these CDs would find their way around the world. There was a Chinese website that they spoke on. I mean, it was crazy. But the desire to see yourself, to be represented, to understand that you're not the only one, was very real with that show. We had never seen a show dedicated to the lives of queer LGBTQ men of color, queer men of color, and the relationships, the friendships, the humor, the drama. We made a movie, by the way, a couple of years ago now. I mean, actually, yeah, 22. That I hear rumor will be out soon. So there is a new movie, and I'm not telling any secrets. We've talked about it, but I am anticipating that it will be out soon.
Oh, we need it just as much as we did then. And then we could go forever. There's Party of Five, and then you go into musical theater like Rent and Tick Tick Boom, and all the youngsters out here and the 13 Reasons Why, which
that's right.
And everyone, all the Trekkies, come on, we love a Star Trek moment. That has been something that I'm sure has its own fandom, that aside from any other work you do, people must see you, and the Trekkies come out in full force.
Full force. I mean, I have gone to a few conventions, and to see young people, especially to see young queer Latino boys come up to my table dressed in that uniform, emulating him, and some of them even talking about wanting to actually become doctors because of the inspiration they received from that character in that show has been amazing, and really moving. But to be in a relationship with Anthony Rapp on playing the first gay couple in the franchise history, and then to expand that family to include our non-binary and trans charges, our children, really. To have Aunt Tig Notaro as well on the show, it's the queerest Trek ever, and it was about time that we saw queer people represented, and for me to bring in the history, my own identity as a Puerto Rican man to the show and to that character and his background. So it's been one of the, if not the most fulfilling and as a creative person experience I've had since maybe my so-called life. It's the longest job I've ever had. And I'm just really proud of the man that he ended up becoming. No spoilers, but he went through a lot to get there.
So go back and binge watch it if you're not involved, and if that didn't sell you, if you're not into the sci-fi of it all, that just sold everyone to check it out. When a project like Mother of the Bride comes to you, to be you get to be the gay couple in this wedding extravaganza and all the fun and hijinks. Why is it important that we we need some joy? We need to sometimes, Netflix and eat some popcorn and pizza and enjoy a moment.
Exactly. And that was why I wanted to do it. I mean, first and foremost, to play Benjamin Bratt's brother. Benjamin is literally our Latino Clark Gable, so he was amazing to work with. I love Brooke. I've always been a fan. She's one of my teen icons. But after 5 seasons of saving the universe and the high stakes involved, it was just really nice to put on a swimsuit and have a good time and laugh and be in Thailand and enjoy the beauty of the world. But also be a part of the most loving and stable relationship in that movie with one of the funniest men in the world, Michael McDonald. So all of that was a reason to do it. And I got to spend a week after I finished the movie in Thailand with my brother, and we got to explore and have a great time. It was just, I needed it. I mean, telling you, when I say after 5 seasons of high stakes and drama and, literally saving the universe, it was earned. I'll say.
Well,
And the fact that it's been received in such a huge way is, I mean, we did not see that coming. I have to tell you, we just thought we were making a little movie. We had no idea that it was going to be the #1 movie, especially over Mother's Day. I mean, it's been a big surprise to all of us, and we're really grateful.
I think the latest numbers are it's something like over 30 million plus streams.
I don't even know. Listen, I mean, we got canceled on My So-Called Life because we had 8 million viewers a week, which today would be a huge hit, by the way. But I mean, like 30 million viewers is, I'm just glad that I got to be funny.
Well, speaking of not funny, but the work that you do outside of it, you have won awards and now you sit on boards. I'm sure you think of that kid growing up in New York City and this journey, and when you went out to LA and try to make it in this business, and now to winning awards like from organizations like Glaad and being on the cover of Out. I don't think Wilson Cruz has ever ate a carb in his life. That's proof right there. Nope, I don't believe it. We need the receipts. We need a picture of you eating a piece of pizza.
That was 2019, I think, or 2020. So
we see you in Mother of the Bride. It's the same. It's the same.
Okay,
Don't
fair.
play.
Oh God.
How do you differentiate your life? I mean, it's got to be very weighing. People like me and millions of other people asking you for advice, and where do we put our money? How do we do things? What do we do to make things better? You've taken this leadership role, but that comes with a lot of pressure and responsibility. So how do you unwind? How do you get to do you ever get to just be and turn it off?
That's a hard question today, I have to tell you. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just going to be very honest with you. It is a lot sometimes. And I don't want to be the guy who complains about being busy all the time, because we should all be able to find time to rest. But it has been a very busy time. And I do wear a few different hats, between executive producing this documentary, being the chair of the board at Glisten, managing my own career, being an uncle and a brother, and trying to find a partner of my own. It can be a lot. So like Sunday, for instance, after I was in Mexico City promoting Trek, we went from there to LA. My brother traveled with me to LA to go to the premiere of Mother of the Bride. I got home on Sunday. On Monday morning at 10 a.m., I had to make a self-tape for a job, which I did not get. And then, there's it just keeps going. And then I had the Glisten Respect Awards. Anyway, my point is, this past Sunday, I literally turned off everything. It was a rainy day here. I closed those blinds. I turned off the phones. I did not answer anything. And I found something on the Criterion channel, Shirley MacLaine and Fred Astaire. And I ordered some food and I just chilled out. And then I started all over again on Monday. And I'm not complaining, you know what I mean? Like I'm so grateful that I get to have these opportunities, that I get to be on this board and help our young people, that my movie was #1 after going to the premiere, which we had a great time, that Mexico City was amazing. You know what I mean? Like it was all of those things, but it does come with responsibility. And I put a lot of pressure on myself to do the best possible job I can do. And anything less is disappointment. So I'm grateful to you for the question, because it is a reminder that I have to take good care of myself as well.
Yeah, we want Wilson Cruz.
And we all do. We all do.
It's a good reminder. I'm going to take that note. So everyone take that note for yourself. You bring up being on the board of Glisten. What is that, an organization that we could do something to help support? How can we help support? And what do they do?
Absolutely. So we're a national organization that works to make every school in this country a safe space for queer students. We're also the central hub for all of the GSAs around the country, which are gender and sexuality alliances. We work with federal, state, and local governments in order to create comprehensive policies that protect young people. We work with schools so that there is inclusive curriculum. We find supportive educators so that students know that there's someone at school that supports them if they need anything. And these GSAs that are support groups. Those are our 4 pillars that all of our work surrounds. So if that sounds like something that that I know makes students' school environments and experiences better, to create the kind of citizens that we all need them to become in order to make this place functional and better, then you can go to glisten.org/donate and help us, because we do need the help. This is an organization that used to be the safest place for people to put their money back just not too long ago when I was first on this board 7 years ago. And now, because of the right wing, using this disgusting language and these falsehoods, they've tried to paint this organization as something about groomers, whatever that is. The only thing we groom is our hair. So, if you could please do whatever you can to support us and support our young people and our students. We are creating the new leaders of this community as we speak.
Oh, that means that's, as an out educator, like I said, and somebody who is always concerned about how out I can be before they come for me, or before parents or somebody in the building thinks I'm doing something that's inappropriate. I wrote the curriculum for our school district for Pride. Let me tell you, people, there's no grooming. We don't even use the language that they say is used.
It's insane.
It's insane.
It's insane, and it is literally insanity. It's just made up BS.
So I hope people go and donate. We're going to put the link below so that you can click. Make sure you vote on every election, every single one of them.
I mean, check your registration as we speak, right? Like, that's what you can do right now. Just go make sure that you are updated in terms of your registration to vote, so that when election day comes, you can go and use your right that you still have as of this year.
For now.
And I can't guarantee it after November unless you vote.
Go out and vote. We'll be follow Wilson on Instagram at WCruz73. There's a link below, and you can find the links and all the information about all of that. You can stream Mother of the Bride on Netflix, so you can stay up to date and watch all the fun and the hijinks of it all. And then we're going to all celebrate Pride, go out there and have fun, be safe, and show the world that we have a voice and that we're out here in these streets and we're part of your community, families. And again, Darius, look, you don't get a wedding gift now. You got Wilson Cruz. Here he is. See?
Hi, Darius.
See? Come on. That saved me like a couple grand in a gift. We need to get Wilson Cruz's wedding on.
Yeah.
From my
I'll say about that.
It is such an honor to have you here. Like I said, we all model of our bravery and transparency in our lives is because you did this for us many years ago, and you are at the forefront of that. And I say thank you. This whole community thanks you. We owe you a great debt of gratitude. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being so sweet. I really appreciate it.
There you have it. How great is he? He's such a wonderful person. He's such a star. So what a way to kick off Pride, you all, here on the Roundtable. Hey. Wilson Cruz is talented and wonderful, human, fun, and inspirational chat. He should be commended for the work he's doing for the LGBT plus community. Time to celebrate Pride Month. So I'm going to the Motor City. I got my Atlanta Pride shirt on. I'm going to Motor City tomorrow, and I'll be in the Motor City Pride this weekend. Congratulations, Darius. Beautiful job. Amazing job to my man for running it. He works tirelessly all hours to make sure he entertains the crowd and gives his community something that they can be proud of and a safe place to celebrate. So break legs, have an amazing weekend. I can't wait to be a part of it. And then I will be in Florida next week. And then I'll see you all in New York City, everyone that's coming. Lattes, Christine, Tim, Alyssa, my mom, my aunt, anybody coming to New York City, be prepared to party. Like I said, we're not doing 80 hours of Broadway. We're not doing all sorts of, we're going to have fun. I want to have a good time. Yes. Yes, Wilson's got to come to my. He's such a good guy. He was very, very sweet and very touched. And I can't, what shook me about it, about all of it, is that we need to honor the past. The Mayor Rustins, the Marsha P. Johnsons, the people like Wilson Cruz who came out on network television, who came out on television and stood in their truth decades ago. And we don't always honor and educate ourselves about what's come before us. So we need to make sure that we are respecting and looking at the past. It's not just a party. It's time to understand that we're fighting for something, the right to love and to be who you are and to be safe and safe. So it's important as ever. So my allies out there, the people that are a part of the community, thank you for being with us. Next week, a taped episode. I'll be in Florida, but next week, Desmond Child is here to talk all about, yes, he's got to come, to talk about all of his hit songs and about fostering his 2 sons with his husband. It's a really special hour. And also, we need to also have a great time in 2 weeks from now. We have the one and only Joel Kim Booster, and then we end up the month with Countess Luann. Oh, sweet Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Well, thank you, A. Happy Pride. Love one and eight. Us youngsters, we fight on. Yes, we fight 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but we'll keep on going. Such a great person, lovely person, and you're all lovely, and I appreciate you all. If you want to get a last-minute ticket, make sure you go to 54below.org. If you're in Detroit this weekend, make sure you head over to Motor City Pride and say hey, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you all so much for being here. God bless you. Love one another. There's more good than there is bad. There's more love than there is hate. There's a lot to look forward to, right? So much to look forward to. Let's keep that optimism. Let's keep it going. Yes, let's go, Motor City Pride. And the best is yet to come. God bless you. Thank you for being here. I'll see you again next week. Tomorrow, check out my interview. Tomorrow, Smokey Norfolk. And next Friday, on our new release Fridays, aside from Broadway World, aside from YouTube, aside from Broadway Podcast Network, Layla Hathaway will talk about her new album. So we just keep on going. Amen, Timothy. There's always hope. Always, always, always. The audacity of hope. This pride. Thank you. Bye, everybody. I'll see you again next time here on the Roundtable.